We'll go next to Ezekiel Bergonzi with Super Luchas. Your line is unmuted.
Hello, Max. How are you?
Good, boss. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. I wanted to ask you, how did it went the Zoom training? What can you tell us about that?
My my coach was he'd do this meeting. I would go to Zoom app, join it. We'd run our workout, and that's all we'd do. Actually, some classes was for the whole class. Like we actually do Zoom classes because our whole gym went to training online, and that's what we do. We'd end up training. I'd have times, I have hours I gotta check in, and we get it done.
Are you going to do sparring in these days, or you are only to rely on what you did in Zoom training, and that's only? What are you
Yeah,
going to do?
all the hard work is done. There's no reason for me to be training
Mhm.
a couple days out of the fight. So, um, the work is done. Everything is done, and all we gotta do is maintain, lose a little weight, and get out there and do our thing.
And I wanted to ask you if you think that these kind of virtual trains are something that we are here to stay in MMA, or is something that it just will be a story from the past in the near future. What do you think about that?
Oh, what was the question again?
If you think that this type of training through virtual platforms are something that will be here to stay, or it will be something that will be moving on in the near future.
Hopefully we can move on. There's that pandemic going on. There's this pandemic going on right now, and hopefully we can move on from it. I mean, hopefully we can find a vaccine, and people can start getting healed, or we have at least something to help people get healed. So that's my best case scenario. I hope this pandemic we can get through it sooner than later.
Well, my last question is about a prediction. How do you think Jose Aldo will do against Peter Yan?
I'm a fight fan. I'm super excited. I'm a big Jose Aldo fan too. So we'll see what happens. I just can't wait to go out there and see Aldo do his thing.
Thank you very much, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
We'll go next to Gabriel Gonzalez with Cape Side Press. Your line is open.
Hey Max, I was just curious. You've called Vegas the ninth island, Toronto the 10th. Is Yas Island number 11?
I mean that's the only right thing to say. We're in the 11th island, baby. So we're here. I'm kind of bummed that me and my team can't really go adventuring around like we usually do, and really get into it, and really learn the culture. I'm sad about that part, but maybe here in the future later on when everything is figured out, and this pandemic thing slows down, we can come back and actually get to know the land and get to know the culture better, and really take this 11 island on.
Looking at the featherweight division, obviously this is the huge fight and it's your priority. When you look at some of the other guys doing work right now, Yair, Zabit, Korean Zombie, who do you think is up there that might be in the title fight next?
I have no idea, to be honest. I don't know who's next. I don't even know the rankings. I just fight, man. I just want to fight, and whoever UFC comes with me, sends me a contract, we sign the dotted line, and we be on our way.
To go back to the early days of the pandemic, everyone really responded to your message about, hey, I'm a public figure, but we all got to maintain our distance. I can't take a picture with you, but if you want, you can point to the floor. I'm curious, I mean, you must be the most popular guy in Hawaii when you're outside. Were fans, were they doing the Ricardo Lamas? Were they trying to do that when you were out and around?
Yeah, there was. There's actually being real respectful of it. They read my post, and they gave me my space, and we all knew what was important during that time. They were saying social distance, and this this pandemic is no joke. And they know. There's a lot of elderly people in Hawaii, and a lot of young people too. So I know they don't want to put their family at risk or my family. So respect to them.
I was watching DC and Helwani, and Cormier said that he had to apologize to you because he kind of gave away too much in the recent detail. Can you
Yeah.
just talk about, I guess, what did that, what was that conversation like?
Uh, it is what it is. DC is doing his job, which makes me mad because the next fight after this one is the baddest man on the planet title, super heavyweight, myself versus him. So he better go do his job August, because I'm gonna do my job this upcoming weekend, and we can fight for this baddest man on the planet belt.
The final question, he said that when he asked you about the whole Zoom training and all this stuff, if you were serious, that your corner people or your friends were laughing in the background saying you were messing with them. Can you just confirm, like, is it true? Like, are you messing with all of us, or did you seriously do this? Just you by yourself?
I seriously did this Zoom stuff. I was a big advocate of staying home, being smart, making all the right decisions, especially with the lockdown in Hawaii. It was super serious when this pandemic happened. So it was serious, man. I'm serious about it. Everybody keep thinking I don't believe them. I don't do this. I had four title fights in a matter of 12 months. I got a bunch of experience. I don't need sparring. I've been sparring since I was 16. I'm 28 now. I've been sparring a bunch, and it's just good to reset. It was like a hard reset for me, and I feel great.
Hey, thank you, Max. Best of luck.
Thank you, brother.
We'll go next to Jim Varsalone with the Miami Herald. Your line is open.
All right, thank you. So when you first heard about the idea of Dana White's UFC Fight Island, what did you think?
I was thinking, hopefully that island is Oahu, Hawaii.
When did you get to Fight Island? How was the transportation there? Small group bringing? And what is it like on Fight Island?
We got here Monday morning, Sunday morning, early. It's just crazy. We went to Vegas. We did a quarantine there. We came here. We did another 48-hour quarantine. It's just it was pretty cool. And like I understand all the procedures, all the precautions that UFC is making us take, and I respect that. So it's just my time here been pretty much inside a hotel, but it's just another fight week, so I can't wait.
Yeah, because I was curious, are there restaurants around inside where you guys are able to go? Or is it just really the hotel and the fighting area and things like that? Or did they develop it and build a little more for you guys to do a little bit at least?
I mean, there is some open stuff, but the way our training and the way we fighting time here is like pretty much everything's closed. I mean, there's restaurants. When we first got here, what was super cool, like the hotel was feeding not only the fighters but the whole teams too. Like they just come drop off food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So that was super sick. And yeah, there's some things open on the island. There's a big, I guess, a big quarantine safe area for us, but we have yet to explore.
Well, what's it also like being a part of this? Because really, you're part of history, part of the first show on Fight Island.
This is huge. This is huge for sure. Like you said, this is a big card. This card is supposed to be like International Fight Week, and especially with all this pandemic coming on and everything, it is just insane that I get to be a part of this card, and I'm happy. This, like what you said, this is history. No one's gonna be able to take this away from me. I get to edge my name in the history books, and here we go on the weekend.
And lastly, for me, again, thank you. I like your mask, and the message there is bless yourself. Can you tell us a little bit about the mask and the message?
Always make sure you bless yourself. I talked about it. I talked about depression a little bit when I was going through it in 18 during those crazy times. All the doctor stuff was going on, and that helped me get out of it was good people, good friends, good families, and everyone. But at the end of the day, you gotta bless yourself first, and then you start receiving blessings from everybody else. So that's the message.
Hey, all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
We'll go next to Gabriel Pangalangan with Dojo Drifter. Your line is open. Gabriel, can you hear us? Okay, we'll go to Joe Coleman. Joe, your line is open.
Hi there.
Yeah, boss.
Hi, Max. First and foremost, I've just got to compliment you on your spectacular lockdown here. I know it's been growing out for this whole time. Can fans expect to see you sort of showing that off in the octagon, or are you going to treat us to a little snap before you get in there?
No way. I'm keeping the hair. You know, you guys got Fade Max for first part of my UFC career. The last part, get used to the hair. It might even be a little bit more longer here in the future. So it's here to stay, guys.
Amazing. For the first time in what feels like an eternity, you're entering a featherweight world title fight as a challenger. Has that changed your mindset at all during this fight, or are you still coming in as hungry as ever?
Didn't change at all. You know, if you guys know, you guys do research on me. I'm gonna know every fight. I'm on every fight. You know, I always told you guys I don't need the belt to prove that I was a champion. The belt was just to let you guys know that I was what I knew I was. You know, and at the end of the day, it's just another fight to me. I can't wait to go out there, do my thing, come this weekend.
I know obviously you've spoken a lot about your Zoom training and how difficult it's been training in a pandemic. Something you've spoken about before is learning new striking techniques from playing EA Sports UFC games. Is something just improvising, adapting to difficult situations. Is that just sort of typical you? Is that something you sort of thrive on?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I think so. You need to adapt in anything, especially in mixed martial arts. Mixed martial arts is a adapting sport. You know, you look at the guys who was on UFC 1, UFC 2 to like UFC 10. You know, try to put them in the UFC now. It's just different times. It's all about adapting. You know, and that's what we do. You know, I always talk to you guys. I always said we always wanted to be in front of the pack or leading the pack, and not one of those guys who's chilling in the middle. You know, adapting to everything is just a way of life.
You've come out and said specifically wanted this rematch. He was the one that asked for it. Do you feel that's a mistake by him to get straight back in with you, or?
You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's a mistake or whatever. It is what it is. We're here now. We're a couple days out, and I just can't wait to get this done.
I just want to ask you a couple of things about the octagon. I don't know if you've had the chance to see it on Fight On. It's going to be the standard 30 feet. Does that sort suit you for this fight? That instead of it's not the 25 feet we've seen in the Apex?
I don't really care. We could fight in a 16 feet one. I don't care. A fight is a fight, you know. And I just can't wait. You know, 30 feet, 25 feet, 16 feet, no feet, any feet. Just put me anywhere. I want to fight.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time, Alex. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, boss.
We'll go next to Damon Martin with MMAfighting.com. Your line is open.
Hey Max, obviously, the last fight with Alex, it was a great fight, back and forth. Kudos to him for getting the win done. But a lot of times when you lose the fight, everyone wants you to suddenly reinvent the wheel for a rematch. You suddenly made all these mistakes and you have to kind of change everything. Do you feel like that's a mistake? Kind of the idea that you have to change so much going into the rematch, maybe just make a few tweaks and changes to win this time?
I mean, yeah, some people think the fight was one way, other people think the fight went another way, you know. I thought the fight went one way, I thought I did enough, but obviously it wasn't in two people's eyes, you know, the opinions that mattered that night. So at the end of the day, you guys just gotta tune in and watch. It's gonna be something special this weekend live on ESPN Plus pay-per-view. You guys don't wanna miss it.
Was that loss a tougher pill to swallow? I mean, obviously you've come back from losses before in your career, but you obviously felt like you did enough to win. Was that a tougher pill to swallow coming back from that one, or did you just have to accept it and move on?
Not at all. It is what it is, you know. At the end of the day, I told you guys, like, I got 5 titles at home, 5 titles in my closet, and they're just chilling there, you know, probably collecting dust. This guy can beat me 2 more times. He's not gonna even have as much titles as me. So at the end of the day, it was just another fight, bro. It is what it is. We get to fight again. Here's my shot, and don't miss it.
You've always been the guy, you've kind of downplayed the whole idea when people said you were the featherweight GOAT and the greatest featherweight of all time and the champion. You just didn't really play into that much. So going into this fight, what means more to you? Is it the title or just avenging a loss to Alexander Volkanovski? Like, you took the title away from it, would it even matter?
It's just a fight. It is another fight. Title, no title. Just make sure my contract is nice. Couple zeros at the end of those numbers, and we'll be all right.
Thanks, Max.
Hey, brother.
We'll go next to Danny Segura with MMA Junkie. Your line is open.
Max, are you an Xbox or PS user?
I've been playing a lot of PC lately, but
Okay.
I'm a PS4 guy. But I'm not one of those guys that are like, yeah, I'm bashing Xbox because I play PS4. I play whatever console that's there, to be honest. But personally, I buy PlayStation and been rocking Warzone and PC lately.
Yeah. Did you get to bring any console for this trip, or have you been kind of taking a break from video games?
And should have bought. I should have bought. I was just talking to my team. I should have bought a gaming laptop, but I did not. You know, so I've been suffering on these quarantines, doing absolutely nothing. Watching my friends on Twitch watch them play, and just being mad that I can't play. So that's how life been the last couple of days.
Yeah. They did an update recently, and the gulag's been brutal. So you got tough things ahead.
Yeah.
But now on a serious note, talking about the fight, obviously this training camp was much different. You were just talking about how you did a lot of things on Zoom and all that. I'm wondering, how is the weight cut going under these new circumstances? How have you been managing that in the lead up to the fight?
It's been good. It's been great, actually. Shout out to my girl, man. She got me on. She got me eating right. She got me good. This is the best my weight ever been in my life because of her. Anytime I try to grab something sweet or something, she slapped that shit out my hand. So she's the real MVP.
Yeah. And you're a big guy for 145. When you took this fight, did you have any concerns a little bit like about the weight, not knowing maybe how the weight cut would go, given the fact that you're not in like a normal training camp?
I had no concerns at all. Like I said, man, this pandemic and stuff was making my habits a little bit better. Just being a lot more smarter with certain stuff, especially with being in Hawaii, was getting scares of maybe food not being able to be shipped in and stuff. So it was just being smart and smart with it, and I felt good when the fight came. The fight came. I was at a great place with my weight, still am, and now it's almost time to make the weight, and then it's showtime.
Yeah, for sure. And here with Volkanovski, if you beat him, you guys are going to be one apiece. Do you almost expect a trilogy, or do you think that'll be down the line? Like, what do you think would happen if you're victorious at UFC 251?
My next fight is already for the Baddest Man on the Planet title, so I don't know. I don't know. DC, I'm coming for you. You're eating everything I want to eat. You heavyweight boy. We're gonna be super heavyweight. We're fighting for the Baddest Man Planet title of the world. So that's the next one. To then, UFC can let me know what's gonna be happening with the featherweight division after.
All right. Thank you, Max.
Thank you.
We'll go next to Hakro Lee with Ranks. Your line is open.
Hey Max, how you doing?
Doing good, boss. How you doing?
Good. So what about Volkanovski's strategy gave you issues in the first fight, and then what adjustment did you make to account for this fight?
Um, that's that's something he's got to wait and see to the weekend. It's gonna be something special. If you have family or friends or people that is not into MMA and you want them to become a fan, make them tune in this weekend.
All right. So as you know, the top five, Yair Rodriguez and Jabit has a fight scheduled. Also, Ortega and Korean Zombie are almost scheduled to fight. Who would you like to face first if you win this fight?
whoever. Well, UFC send the contract. Told you I didn't even know they was fighting. I don't really watch too much fights around my division. I don't really care to be honest, you know. Like the last man said, I have
Mhm.
bigger problems to face, and that's in the gulag. So at the end of the day, um, it's whoever.
If you win this fight, do you have anything left to prove in this division? Do you have any thoughts about moving up to 155?
I can't hear you, boss. He's cut out.
Can you hear me? Okay.
It's silent.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Max, can you hear us?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I can't hear him anymore.
Hello?
Hello?
Do you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Perfect. Sorry about that. Um, so if you win this fight this Saturday, do you have anything left in this division to prove? Or do you have any thoughts about moving up to 155?
We see what happens. You know, first things first, we gotta go out there and do this thing, do this fight this weekend, and we'll go from there. You know, me and my team will sit down like we always do. We'll sit down, talk to each other, and then we're gonna talk amongst the UFC. So at the end of the day, I'm just waiting. I got one thing to focus on right now. It's a big fight coming this Saturday, and we can do that.
Okay, that's it for me. Thank you so much, Max. Good luck.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
We'll go next to Augusto German Nias Gay with Somos MMA. Your line is open.
Hi, Max. How are you?
Good, boss. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. Max, first of all, I want to know, in your opinion, which is the craziest thing about all this fight week? The travel, the COVID tests, the quarantine, what is it?
I think it's just the time difference of like getting used to. We fight. I don't know if you guys know, but we fight. I'm gonna fight here. The card starts at 6 a.m. The main card, and then so I'll probably make the walk around 8:30. I don't know, not too sure yet, but that's just probably the craziest thing to me. It's the first time ever that I had to like force myself to sleep during the day like a vampire, and then wake up at night like a vampire. So maybe that's why they knew that at the time, and that's why I grew my hair to look like Dracula or something.
Do you think this will affect you or your performance in the fight?
Not at all. Fight is fight, man. We all fight. You know, we all can make excuses, say something, but it's not only me doing the thing. It's the whole entire card doing it. The whole entire card after this doing it. So it goes on and on. You know. So you gotta adapt. It's all about adapting.
Yeah. And Max, a few days ago, we could see the photos of the octagon on the beach, and it looks great. Could you see it? Would you like to fight there?
I know. I thought we was fighting there at first. I really thought when I saw Dana White first post it, I thought we was fighting there, but we're fighting at actually an arena. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about fighting there. Like I remember when Dustin M came in September, they was talking about how hot it was inside the stadium. So I can only imagine how hot it would be outside on a beach with the water and the reflection, and especially being that early in the morning would be a rough one. But I'd be up to it. It'd be fun.
And Max, talking about the fight, what do you need to be careful about Alexander Volkanovski?
Um, I just to be honest, I don't know. I can't tell you a real answer what to be scared of. I'm not. Only thing I fear is God. So then the day, this guy's human just like me. We're gonna go out there and fight, and we'll put on a show, I believe.
And the final question for me, you're going to perform into this awesome fight island, and you just said before that your next fight will be against DC for the Baddest Man on the Planet title. So I want to know,
Yeah.
where would you like to fight, this fight to take place?
That is man on planet title. If I had my way, Oahu, Hawaii, Aloha Stadium, before they knock it down.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much, Max.
Thank you.
Okay, we will take our final questions from Chinmay Brahm with Action Global. Your line is open.
Max, thanks for your time. I just wanted to ask you, how do you feel about putting on a show for people this weekend, with especially with what is happening around the world with the pandemic, and just add some light into what are pretty dark times around the world? Because we've heard you speak, and it feels that at the front of your mind, it is like it's a lot about people who are struggling with the pandemic and its impact.
With this fight, I hope it can take people, away from their problems a little bit, and just enjoy the fight, enjoy the whole event actually, and just kind of get lost in it for a little bit, give them a little relief, a little break. But these times is hard. This pandemic is super serious, it's super crazy, and if I can be that little, however long my fight is, 25 minutes, 1 minute, however long, if I can brighten your day for that much and kind of pull you away from everything that's happening in the world right now, that would be a win, a big win bigger than actually winning this fight for me, to be honest.
Right. Thanks, Max.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Max. You're all good.
Thank you.